Good day, my friends. A wonderful testimony here on how Mary converted the Queen's chaplain to the Catholic faith. Dr. Gavin Ashenden is now the associate editor of the Catholic Herald, but at one time he was a bishop in the Church of England and the chaplain to the Queen of England between the years of 2008 and 2017. He converted to Catholicism in 2019. His conversion came about when he moved into a fresh home, and this home had previously had people living in it who were practicing spiritual witchcraft and demonic activities within the home, and there was some residue left in the house. He started to have spiritual attacks at night. He said that at night I was on the outskirts of hell, and he did not know what to do. So he phoned a friend who was the Catholic diocesan exorcist for Leeds. He told his friend how he was feeling that he was on the edge of hell, and that at night, he said, I'm either coming apart at the mental seams or I'm having serious oppression. How can I get over this? He thought that he would need an exorcist. His friend simply said to him, pray the rosary. Gavin knew what the rosary was, but he had a bit of an objection to praying to Mary as an Anglican. And his friend, in his best Yorkshire accent, said, well, you'll have to choose between being in hell and talking to Our Lady. The assaults usually began around 1:50 a.m. and lasted for a couple of hours. He prayed the rosary each night, and by the second and third nights, they began to diminish. When the spiritual oppression ended, his wife poked him in the back and said, you've got to shut the bedroom window. It was spring, and there was a scent of flowers in the room, roses, and she was allergic to pollen, so she reminded him to shut the bedroom window. He told her that he'd already done so, and she went out to check, and the window was shut. Then she said, you need to explain to me why the room is full of the scent of roses. He told his wife it was a sign that the Blessed Virgin Mary was there. His wife joked and said, it's about time somebody showed up. You've been rattling those beads for 2 or 3 nights now. There were still some dark places in the home where some activity would take place. Icons would fly off the wall, etc. He began a rosary prayer group in his house, and after a few nights of praying the rosary as a prayer group, everything went away. He began to be very interested in Our Lady, and he thought he would look at the apparitions of Our Lady because he had heard that Mary was appearing all over the world in different countries. He decided to look at Garabandal because it was a modern apparition, one that had taken place in his lifetime. He then moved on to Zaiton in Egypt and realized that there were mass conversions there and many healings taking place, and he knew that Our Lady was very powerful in bringing people to Jesus. And this is how Mary won his heart. There were other experiences that he had which led him also into the Catholic faith. He had a great hunger for the true presence of Jesus in the Eucharist, but he is now firmly home in the Catholic faith. God bless.